Live. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Soul Talk, and today our guest is Joel Legaspi.
Guys,
Hi,
good afternoon.
Joel.
Hi, Brandy. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oo naman. Joel Joel was my colleague back at LaSalle. So, sabay kami naging full-time, full-time teachers, and
Yes,
even we also had admin roles
yes.
together
We were
back
both
then.
vice chairmen of the department.
Before yon, that was, for me, that was like a long time ago.
Yep.
Pero ako kasi, I was part of the financial management department, and Joel is in marketing and advertising management. So right now, Joel is an assistant professorial lecturer at the College of Business in De La Salle sa TAF. And parang he's an outstanding teacher, but then he's also good with research. Tapos yung research niya is really connected to consumer behavior. So mamaya pag-usapan na rin natin yan. Kasi parang sabi ko, interesting. It's so
Yeah.
Joel to be really going deep into behavioral, yung mga ganon. So, ayun, he's a very well-loved teacher. So, tapos, bukod pa doon, very loving husband and father. So, yung wife niya, kakilala ko rin. She was my classmate back then at MBA
Nice.
sa LaSalle. So, we were batchmates. Sabay kami ni Jen
Right.
nag-graduate. And that's where I met Joel. Tapos, I was just surprised that faculty rin pala siya sa College of Business. So, yon. So, Joel, welcome to Soul Talk.
Thank you, friends. Good afternoon. It's nice to be here. Really, I'm excited to be here.
I'm super excited because this time round, well, teaching is a very noble profession. And even right now, even when I'm doing this, yung online, yung mga lives or coaching or doing the programs, it still involves a lot of teaching. And teaching is really, part of what I really love to do. And it's so good to have a guest who is also equally as passionate in teaching. As in, mas passionate pa ata kaysa sa akin.
Pare-pares lang tayo.
Well, very humble. Teka, so kamusta ka na? How's Lasal? How's your classes? Everything is online right now,
Yes.
and it's totally different from
Yes.
um last year or
Right.
even the beginning of this year.
Correct.
So right now, how is it? Just
Hmm.
the good points, ha? Baka naman ang lumabas sa'yo. Oy, good points lang.
Well, good points is that at least everyone's at least safe.
Yes,
And we're
that's
able
true.
to still teach, where students are still able to learn at the comforts of their home. Good point still is that resources, it's available at your fingertips. Um, Good points also is that you have to be creative because gone are the days that we teach with a blackboard, whiteboard at the back, and then you make
Mhm.
cuento, and then that's it. More traditional teaching. Now you really have to prepare.
Yeah.
You have to like I talaga started from scratch all of my my lessons, my powerpoints, my files. I really had to redo everything kasi hindi na pwede yung, let's admit it, when it's really a real traditional classroom setting, sometimes our files we just recycle it for the next trimester,
Yes, that's
especially
true.
if
That's also what I used to do.
correct. Especially if it's the same subject. I mean, wala naman nagbago, di ba? But you cannot do it here. You cannot do it, for the online class because it simply doesn't work. The dynamics doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Mm-mm.
You don't see their reactions. You don't see their faces. I mean, yes, you see them, but you don't see if they're naiinis na or naiinip na. Yung joke mo, iba eh. The
Saka
delivery,
naka-mute sila. So,
most of the
you
time,
wouldn't
yes.
even know if they're reacting at all
Yes,
or baka tulog na sila dyan, di ba?
exactly. most of the time I have them mute their microphones and turn off their video to save on the bandwidth para
Yeah.
hindi masyadong bumagal yung lecture. So, yung mga jokes, delivery, mahirap.
Oo nga eh. Parang wala kang audience, no?
Iba
Pag
yung
ganun.
tawa na ha 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 kaysa sa ha 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 na tawa. You get the point. So, good point is, I had to revisit everything. And I had to make it fresh. Tapos I had to also, think, ano ba yung limitations na meron sa bahay nang wala sa school. So you have to put that into consideration also.
Yes, I hope all teachers at LaSalle, and not just LaSalle, but all schools would also be as considerate to their students.
I'm sure they're trying their best.
Shifting to online mode, because I've also experienced that, di ba, yung last term, halfway, we shifted online. And that was difficult. Kasi it's true, the traditional way of teaching wherein you go into a classroom and then just talk and then interact, makipagkwentuhan ka. And sometimes you just wing it as you go, di ba?
Exactly. That's the word. Sometimes you can wing it eh.
Yes, but right now, no. You have to be prepared.
Correct. You can't.
And it really, the teacher really has to be as creative as he can be. Kasi yung attention span, right now, it's very short. Oo. How do you do that, Joel? Yung parang how to catch their complete attention all throughout the 1.5 hours ba yun? Ganun, di ba?
Yeah, for a 90-minute lecture, you cannot teach her the whole 90 minutes kasi it would be just too much. If it's like watching a 90-minute movie, it's fine. Pero listening to a 90-minute lecture, it's too long. So what I do is that I try to compress my lectures into maybe 45, 50 minutes. That's it. And then more simpler explanation. So I had to really make it simple, straightforward, and easy to understand. Kasi you have to also think, you have to also be mindful, let's say the internet connection of the student is slow. So you cannot just post, long videos. That's very hard to download. So you must have a backup plan for that. Let's say ako, I have files that are only, audio, so that it's easier to download. So that they can just listen. I also have transcriptions. If it's still too hard to download, the audio description. So you have to make it simple. You have to make it simple.
Yes. Pero right now, kasi based on how I remember you, parang you really interact with the students, not just inside the classroom, but also outside. But right now that everything is online, how do you manage to still stay connected to them despite, di ba parang iba eh. Iba talaga pag online, iba yung kaharap mo.
Yeah,
I also know students who would go to the faculty just looking for yung makikipagkwentuhan because that's how famous and popular Joel is and well-loved talaga. Pupuntahan siya sa faculty para lang makipagkwentuhan. Minsan iiyakan siya doon. Nagko-complain about the other teachers.
That's true. It's more difficult now. So, well, I keep an open channel. What I mean by that, although we have our own learning management system, our official learning management system in school, but I also run like a Facebook group that they can join, and it's less formal. They can like private message me. They can, basically we can talk anything under the sun. Kasi doon sa learning management system, it's really for school.
Very formal formal in that.
So the informal setting is the Facebook groups.
Pero that means students can message you even at midnight or hours of the night.
I think that's part of the workload. I really do think that's part of the workload. Because in this quarantine term, we are not just teachers, but we're counselors as well. Like you, like what you're doing. A lot of people are having, they're having a difficult time. A lot of them. So sometimes they need someone to talk to, just an outlet, just to listen. A small gesture of just listening, saying, you can do it like that. It makes a big difference to them. So I run a Facebook group that
Mhm.
for my current and my former students, and then I post there, maybe to take your mind off work, watch this play or listen to this music, or I'll give them books on poetry, something like that,
Oo.
just to break the cycle.
Mm. Kasi ano eh, with Joel, medyo kakaiba siya. Hindi siya yung traditional na mahirap ma-approach na teacher. He's very approachable. That's why
I
there's a
hope so.
lot of,
I hope so.
oh, that's why a lot of students flock towards his classes and really, really go to his space sa faculty, sa office. And could you share how were you, how did you start in teaching?
Okay, that's a nice question. Um, well, after finishing, our master's degree,
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to teach. There's always, something in me that really wanted to teach. So, siguro, I guess I got it also from my mom, who's a teacher all her life. Um, so I really wanted to teach, and then initially I applied. Um, Also, in a university that's, I don't know if I can banggit the name. They're color green din sila, na may konting yellow. So I initially applied as a teacher there for marketing. Then I got rejected. I don't know for what reason, but I gave it my all. I think I answered the questions correctly, etc., etc. So, well, rather than be defeated, my wife told me, "Why don't you apply, in LaSalle?" So I did. So what I did, I went to LaSalle. Actually, I was just wearing my shorts and my t-shirt, and then
Oh, graduate ka naman ng
yeah, alumni.
doon. Why not? Diba?
I was carrying basically my transcript of records and my CV, my resume. So true story, true story. I initially applied. I really wanted to go to the management and organization department.
Okay. That's our home department kasi. Yung
Yes,
talagang MBA.
MBA, correct,
In a different department.
correct. So it was at the old faculty building. Sorry, it was in the old LS building, the old faculties. So when
Oo.
I got there, unfortunately, it was lunch break at the MOD department. So I had no one to, to leave my resume to. So,
Gosh, ba?
so what I did, sabi ko, since nandito rin naman ako, I might as well visit my old department where I graduated, in marketing, and I would just say hi. Because
Mm-mm.
I have been there for the longest time. So I went inside, I said hi to, our secretary, si Bambi. Sabi ko, "Hi guys, kamusta na kayo?" Ganyan, ganito. Sabi niya, "Oh, anong ginagawa mo dito?" Sabi ko, mag-a-apply ako doon sa kabila kasi may parang opening yata silang in-advertise.
Mm-mm.
Sabi nila, ano yung hawak-hawak mo? Sabi ko, resume ko tsaka transcript. Kinuha nila.
Sinagaw ka na.
Kinuha nila. Sabi nila, amin na yan. Sabi niya, may ginagawa ka ngayon. At ngayon mamayang hapon may kailangan kang gawin. Sabi ko, wala naman, hindi naman ako nagmamadali. Nag-leave, I filed a leave for that day.
Mm-mm.
So sabi niya, sige, bigyan mo kami 2 oras, bumalik ka dito, mag-demo teach ka.
Wow, they just really look for teachers who could,
So I came back
who
after
could
2 hours.
check
Sabi ko,
all.
anong demo teach ko? And you went
Mm-mm.
through this also, Brett, so you know what the
Yes.
demo teach is. So sabi ko, what will I teach? Sabi nila, anything under the sun. Basta marketing. Sabi ko, anything under the sun. O sige, bahala na si Batman.
What's your background in marketing when you were in corporate?
Yeah, sales.
Oo.
Sales
Medyo
marketing.
malapit na rin eh. Oo.
Brand management. So, so I went to the chapel, I prayed, and I had my lunch, and then I went back after 2 hours. Long and behold, there was a long table, and there were students already. Demo teach ka dito.
May student ka na.
So, meron na, nagtawag sila ng estudyante para makinig. So, I said my piece, and
Yun
then
talaga. Yun
I
yung
said
legit.
thank you, and then I went home.
Mm-mm.
And for the next 3 weeks, they did not call. So sabi ko, naku, baka siguro talaga hindi ako bagay sa teaching. Kasi
Mm-mm.
maybe it wasn't really, but at least I tried. And then they called after mga 3 weeks. Sabi niya, uy, may load ka na next term ha? Ito load mo. Sabi ko, ha?
Ang bilis, no?
So that started it.
Yes. Pero ano, ever since ba, I mean, even before going to corporate, you already had that passion for teaching?
Yes, I did. Um, Actually,
How,
one
how
of
were how were you able to express it in corporate or in your other aspects of life? Kasi teaching is not just, it's not just confined in the classroom,
mhm,
diba? But
mhm.
how were you able to express it sa outside Lasal, outside before even going to formal education talaga?
Well, sometimes you volunteer for when they make marketing plans, you take the lead.
Ah,
And then
those are what we call the small opportunities.
let's say for your small business group, instead of doing what the operations manual tells us, how about let's do something different. Ito natutunan ko to kahapon. Let's try this out. Something like that, or just encouraging some of your office mates to try MBA, something like
Oo.
that.
Yeah. So, with teaching, it can really be applied in so many ways. It's not just in the classroom. And
Yeah.
kahit naman ako, when I was in corporate before, I saw myself, really excited when I'm mentoring, when I'm
Mm-hmm.
teaching. Okay lang, parang kahit na, parang hindi nila nagagets or tanong ng tanong, pabalik-balik yung mga tanong. Parang it's okay. I enjoy mentoring and I enjoy seeing the growth of the person as they really step into the roles that was given to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So, was that also the same for you? So, the
Oh,
transition ba was easy to leave corporate and move
oh,
to full-time
definitely,
teaching?
definitely. It was easy because I was really enjoying what I was doing.
Mm-mm.
Um, well, it was work and it was still stressful, but it's a different kind of stress. Parang there's a satisfaction every time you finish a class. And I know it sounds cliche, but you were parang you're more happy to see your students learn. And you're gonna see them when they ask questions, when they when you talk about what did you learn today, and they really express their the genuine understanding of the subject. You're looking more for that than the monthly ATM amount that you get. So dati nun parang sweldo na ba? Sweldo na ba?
Wag na natin pag-usapan ng
Ganon, di
sweldo.
ba? Ngayon hindi.
Although sa Lasal naman, in the education industry, they have the highest
Yeah. Pero
compensation.
yeah, it's very competitive. Pero what I'm trying to say is, ngayon, hindi mo na inuuna yung sweldo.
Yeah.
Mas you get more excited when you see your students talaga do well. And
Mm-mm.
then and it's really nice. Sana nakakabata.
Nakakabata naman eh, di ba? Matatawa ka ng matatawa.
It's really nice to be with them.
Mm-mm. Pero it's also true that teaching or whatever it is that you really love doing, it can bring so much satisfaction into
Oh
your life.
yes,
And
definitely.
those are the clues that you could actually see kung ano yung calling mo sa buhay eh. Kasi sometimes when people think of calling, purpose, or even meaning, those
Mhm,
are huge words. They feel
mhm,
that it's so far and
mhm.
beyond their reach, but not really seeing that sometimes the mission and the calling is right in front of you. What are you being
Exactly,
called to do right now?
exactly.
And all you have to do is make that small steps, 'di ba? Like Joel, he was in corporate and then magvo-volunteer. Okay, ito yung natutunan ko, ito yung ganyan. So magtuturo na siya. So those are small steps. in teaching,
Friends, I
diba?
forgot to mention this to you. I guess the mentoring also helped me to parang realize na maybe talaga this is for me. So what was that? I I was doing it as a sideline before. So it's like a tutor. So what I do is that they call me, and then we fix their basically I fix their papers in their MBAs, not in our school, from a different school. So there's strategic management paper. So basically, I do
Mm-mm.
tutor basically, and I was
Oo.
having fun.
Yes.
So sabi ko, "Oh, okay pala to."
Oo, parang naalala ko tuloy yun sa latter part of MBA, 'di ba? When we had
Our
when
final
our
our final
professor,
paper.
yes, asked us to help those
Correct.
na the batch below us, to help
Right.
them with their final papers, their
Right.
defense, how to prepare them, 'di ba? That was also a good experience for me.
Mm,
I got to know so many people back then, and I got to appreciate what other people's work are, kung
yeah,
ano
their
yung mga
background,
tools
no?
nila. Oo,
Yeah.
kasi doon mo makikita sa paper eh. And then even how they think,
Correct.
makikita mo rin sa
Exactly.
paper what kind of
Exactly.
person this is because the values are all there in the paper.
Correct.
Oo,
Correct.
ang galing nun. Pero sige, let's just say hi to the viewers.
Oh.
Sige, hi Ato. He's watching from Boracay.
Oh, wow,
And,
nice.
Leon is also here. Si Liza, nandito rin.
Hi, Lies.
Oo, Kuya Joel, he's my, one of my spiritual teachers. Si GC,
Hello, sir.
classmate ko. Si GC, classmate ko to sa JD, MBA JD.
Mhm.
So, ayun, bumisita. And all the others, if you have any questions for Joel on how he managed to transition from corporate to full-time teaching or chasing your passion, you could you could ask the questions in the comment section. Ayun. Ayun. Hi, Ray. He's also here. Ngayon lang I
True.
just look at the messages as they
Sure.
come. Ayun. Pero, okay, that's one part of your life. Teaching is one part of your life. But then, I also noticed that you were able to bring your enthusiasm and love into the classroom, which really
Mhm.
stemmed from your family. Di
Uh-huh.
ba? Kasi dun nag-uugat lahat eh, 'di ba?
Yep.
Everything. And right now you have a 2-year-old boy.
Yes.
How is what is it like to be a husband and then to be a father and then bringing those values into the classroom and engaging with the students?
Um, siguro, it's more on now, pag sinabi kong, sometimes I treat my students as like they're my own.
Mm-mm.
It really is. It really is, because I wouldn't teach anything that I wouldn't teach my son.
Mm-mm.
So I told them, I tell them every start of the trimester, guys, I'll be more than honest with you. I'll teach you everything that I know. You can ask me any question. If I can answer it, I will answer it. If not, then I'll get back to you. Because we don't know everything.
Yes.
What I often tell my students is that the only reason why you're sitting there and why I'm standing here and why you're listening to me is that I have more experience in failing than you guys. That's what I always tell them.
Actually, that's a very profound
But
way of saying it. Kasi,
in terms of the knowledge, we're
oo,
both the same.
mm-mm.
Um, like, you know, if parang kayo, turuan nyo ako mag-TikTok, di ako marunong yan. Or teach me how to balance and, let me, give me accounts and, have me balance that account. Baka hindi ko magawa ng tama yan, pero magagawa nyo ng tama yan. But the
Yeah.
only difference is that I have more to share in failing and learning from those failures than you guys. That's why I'm here.
Mm-mm.
So, but I always tell them that we learn from each other here. Learning is a never-ending process. There's
Yeah.
still things that I haven't read. There's still a lot of things that I haven't seen. So, and don't limit your learning just to my teaching. I want you to go out, travel, talk to people, try their food, learn their lifestyle, those kind of things. So as a father too,
It's very expansive what
dapat.
you're doing. Oo. So as a father,
As a father, well, I think there's more care now sa students.
mm-mm,
Kasi minsan may kita mo na, is it, isipin ko, is my assignment too hard? Is my assignment too focused on a given, let's say, given gender? Or is my assignment not exciting for them? So I have to change, the examples. Isipin ko, if my son was, sitting down, uh, part of the, part of my class, what will I tell him? What
mm-hmm,
will I tell him that when he brings that lesson at home, it will be useful? Hindi lang yun but it's more on, the personal growth of the student. What can make that student be, a better daughter, or a better son? So those, a lot of things, um, you know, I think about, since now, you're a father now, and you don't appreciate really, the effort that, parents put into their students' education. Not just the financial, not just the financial part, and we all know it's magastos, but the effort of, choosing the school, motivating the students to do good, because it's for their future. You get to experience that now, simply because you want that for, I want that for my son.
mm-mm,
So kumbaga, it's more, there's more pressure to perform, simply because I now understand what the parents are going through. And I think I owe it to the parents as well.
oo. Actually, that's very authentic and genuine care coming from you. Kasi yung approach natin to interacting with students is quite different. Like sa'yo, from the beginning pa lang, as in first day of class, you'll be so candid and so open and really actually show your vulnerability. In my case, sa first day ko, parang very strict yung dating ko. Pero towards the end, oh my God, kung may hiningi, parang binibigay ko na.
But that's the beauty of it. We have our own style
Yeah.
of teaching.
It's really it's all unique,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the personality really goes
correct.
it goes out
Well,
when we teach.
well, I guess it's also the subject. You have to be also firm, and you have to be also, be disciplined, kasi you're teaching numbers, Brents.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Oh my
There's no,
God, may kakilala nga ako sa numbers.
no,
Dalawang projector ba naman ang ginagamit? Dalawang laptop ang dala
I
sa
mean,
class.
your subject, finance, the room for mistake is zero. I
Mm-mm.
mean, my subject sometimes is subjective. You can interpret it this way, you can interpret it that way, and both are correct. So I guess it's also, how we adjust to the subject.
Hindi, pero kasi with finance, yes, the numbers are there and there's little room for mistakes. But at the end of the day, what I'm looking at is the analytical skills.
That's
So,
true also.
hindi lang numbers, di ba? Parang, sige, may numbers, pero ano yung story behind the numbers? It's
Correct.
the story, di ba? What does the number tell you? Tapos parang pag na-stop sila, sabi ko, ay, shucks, robot sila nag-calculate ng numbers. Hindi naiintindihan.
Pero importante yung discipline, at least sa sa subject mo.
Oo. Sometimes, that was also my worry before. Parang sabi ko, paano yan? Paano mo tuturuan mag-analyze ang isang tao na hindi pa naman nagtatrabaho sa corporate? So, wala pa talaga yung experience and skill for that, di ba? So, I tend to be very lenient pag ganun.
Oh, that's a
Ayun.
strength.
So,
That's a strength.
that's a beauty of teaching, and what's we're truly blessed that even the college is very respectful of our approaches to
Correct.
teaching.
Correct.
Diba? We have our ano tawag doon, prerogative. Parang
We have
ganun.
our freedom. Actually, we have our academic
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah, academic freedom. So we
Right.
have our academic freedom. So that's why it's so fun to teach at college level.
Exactly.
So your styles can differ according to the students.
Correct.
Yun. Teka nga, so how's your home life naman ngayon? Kasi you're always a positive person eh, but how is the positivity during these times?
I'll be honest, it's more difficult because you want to go out. Really, literally, you want to go out. I want to take my
Ako
son.
share.
I want to take my son walking. I want to take my wife shopping. We want to go to the park. We want to watch a movie. In the movie theater, but you just can't. So, um, have I adjusted? Siguro more or less, because there's a daily routine that we follow.
Mm-mm.
My wife is also working from home. So we take turns on taking care of Joey. But you want to do more eh. You want to do more. And it's always there's always this you're always scared na baka mahawa yung baby ko or whatever. I mean,
Mm-mm.
kami, ang wife ko, okay lang. Pero sa baby, hindi mo siya mapag-mask, hindi mo siya mapagsuot ng face shield or whatever. So, it's a little difficult, most definitely. But I think we're adjusting well. So we have to think of activities really that we can do at home. Kasi if not, malululon lang sa um, gadgets yung anak ko eh. So you have to you
Oo.
have to think of ways to keep him busy, painting, colors,
Mm-mm.
indoor sports. Yan. So
Saka ano, ang gusto ko kay Joel and kay Jen, kahit na may class na online class si Joey, kasama sila doon. Siyempre,
like
di ba, you also have to participate at class.
actually, my wife talaga is it's a blessing that she's there because she's more of mas mabilis umisip ng activities ang wife ko eh. Kaysa sa akin, ako mas she's faster in let's do this, let's try this.
Mm-mm.
Let's buy this toy for Joey and have it, like this and like that. She researches more online, mga parang proper development or proper activities, yan. Masipag siya sa ganun eh.
Oo.
Ako, oo lang ako ng oo.
Hindi, pero kasi both of you have different personalities. Kilala ko si Jen as being mataray. Pero very loving na mataray ha.
Saka
Ayun.
mas
Pero
masipag siya sa akin.
pero both of you complement each other.
I,
And,
I hope so.
oo.
I really do.
Kasi it wouldn't work if the two of you, don't complement. Kasi mahirap naman mag-compromise lagi, di ba? So, you have to
Yeah.
meet each other at the
Yeah.
middle or
Oh, definitely.
ganon. Oo. So, that's also one of the good things about them. Kasi I met them, kailan ba? Oh my gosh. A
I think that
decade, 8 years ago.
maybe 8,
Nine,
9 years,
eight
yeah.
or 9 years ago, and they were
Around that
still
time.
boyfriend girlfriend back then. Ayun. Tapos, di ba, nung nagtuturo na tayo, which was 4 years ago? Yeah, 5 years ago? Yeah,
5,
na.
6 years ago, yeah.
So the relationship is really long term, and it was also good to witness that. Tapos may baby na sila ngayon. So,
We've been together for 10 years.
oh my gosh. Pero I'm happy for the two of you.
Thank you. Very much happy. Thank you, Brent.
So, could you say that right now you're really living life to the fullest, and you're really stepping into that calling, that purpose in your life?
Wow.
Biglang lalim.
Those are big words. Well, living life day to day, most definitely. Just trying to enjoy what you have. Trying to enjoy, the things that is given to you. Right now, hindi ka na mapili sa pagkain kasi nasa bahay ka lang. Small simple things like that. Damit mo pare-parehas lang kasi nasa bahay ka lang naman. But am I enjoying? Yes, definitely. I'm just thankful that I have work, or you have work. We all know naman ang daming Filipinos right now that's unemployed, and yet here we are. We are able to do this, so it's a blessing talaga. Um, I'm in a good, in a happy relationship with my wife, loving relationship with my son. So it's good. Okay, but I know it can be better, and I know there's still a lot of opportunities ahead, but I think we're thinking. Siguro ako, I'm thinking more, for my son's future na. So I think any decision that I make, or that me and Jen takes, it's always for Joey's future.
Oo, iba na yung priorities ngayon and iba na yung outlook in life. But it's also good that you're still enjoying life because that's what other adults fail to realize, that life is meant to be enjoyed no matter what your situation is right now. There's always, pockets of happiness or pockets of opportunities. Sometimes we fail to see it, but when you're grounded in happiness, you'll be able to see those little blessings. Eh.
That's true. That's
Mm-mm.
true. Because what's the other option? Being miserable. So might as diba?
Hindi
Might
option
as
yon.
Yeah. So you might as well just enjoy what you have. Daily blessings, small miracles. That's what they call.
Oo. Actually, I'll share with you, Joel. I got, kasi I message the members of the community isa-isa and I
Uh-huh.
ask for feedback, how to
Uh-huh.
improve, di ba, yung mga ganon. Kasi I also want to incorporate those things.
Okay.
Um, there was one comment, actually ilan comments na eh. Parang, ba't daw yung mga in-invite ko sa Soul Talk, mga super successful na. Why not invite a simple person? Parang ako, oh my gosh, these people are also simple. We're just highlighting the success, the wins, how to celebrate life, looking at the positive side of things, di ba? So, um, sometimes your idea of success, it's just here in front of you. So, don't look so far away. Just enjoy the moment. Just exactly what Joel said. You just enjoy the moment. Yun
don't
lang.
don't don't get me wrong, Brenza. Let's say when I teach, yes, I have fun. Pero
Oo.
after teaching the whole day, I mean, lupay-pay ka at the end of the day.
Super. I know
you
that
know, you
feeling.
just want to remove this headset. You want to close your laptop, and you don't want to talk about school. You just want to close your eyes and be thankful of, obviously. But napapagod din tayo.
Yes.
Napapagod din. And
Yeah.
minsan, there's sometimes you also question yourself, am I really connecting to my students? Am I, doing them justice?
Mm-mm.
Am I connecting to my students? So there are times also that you doubt yourself because,
Mm-mm.
especially now it's all online because, um, it's, I must be more connected now to my students, as much as I want to. So sometimes you ask yourself, am I doing justice? Nasusulit ko ba yung tuition fee nila, whatever. So there are times that, you think
Oo.
about that at the back of your head.
Mm-mm. Saka before you even ask that question, am I doing justice to the students? You also have questions, tama ba ginagawa ko?
Right?
Diba?
Exactly.
Meron pa rin self-doubts eh.
Oo.
Hindi mawawala yung self-doubts. But all you have to do is just step up to it. Diba?
Yeah.
Gawin mo lang and then
Correct.
things would naturally flow afterwards.
Correct.
Minsan nga, just a few seconds eh, tapos relax ka na into the role. Di ba? Ganun lang. But it's also
That's true.
important to do self-care. Kasi
That's true.
it's not just Joel na who is a teacher who gets tired when they do online classes. A lot of people have their headsets on for several hours on end and it can really be tiring. So don't forget to take your rest as well.
Right.
Yun yung number one na parang kaaway ngayon. Hindi 'di ba? Iba, iba.
I read it somewhere, like I read it in a blog, that students are complaining sometimes that their rest is basically recharging their phones and recharging their tablets. That's their only rest
Yes.
when it's low bat, and then they go online again for them, for school. That's difficult. Mahirap
Mm-mm.
yun.
Oo,
Mahirap
that's
yun.
yeah, kasi kahit naman ako I really make a conscious effort na pag morning pagbukas ng mata ko, I will not check my messages kahit napatabi ko yung phone. Kasi siya yung alarm clock ko eh.
Yeah.
I will not check messages. I will do my morning ritual first, my morning routine first. Tapos,
That's a good that's a good start.
Oo, kundi kasi once you start reading the messages, wala na. 1 hour, 2 hours, wala na talaga. Ayun. So, for all we know, the morning recharge that we need, diba, it's gone after reading all the messages.
I agree.
Yun. So, that's it. Ay, wait. Yung, ano mo, you have a surprise. You have care packages, care of Jen. Because, Joel's wife, Jen, is working at Johnson & Johnson's. And ito, biglaan sinabi sa akin ngayon. So, Joel, you have to announce.
Since, my wife works for a multinational company and they value family, so my wife will be giving away like 3 care packages. Well, the care packages are like for babies. So it has shampoo, I think, and wash, wipes. So all the things that your baby needs.
So
clean and and healthy. So we're giving away 3 care packages for you, Brents, for your audience.
Okay, sige. Alright, so ang mechanics for this one is all you have to do, type, I am fun. I am fun in the comment section for you to be part of the raffle draw. And then, sige, kailan natin gagawin yung raffle draw? Siguro Thursday to give people time to watch the replay and join the raffle. So these are baby products, care products from Johnson & Johnson. So we have 3 to give away. So all you have to do is write in the comment sections, I am fun.
It's what my my son uses.
Thank you so much, Jen. Well, she's going to watch this naman. So
Definitely.
thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joel and Jen.
She's excited for this.
Kasi it's really good to share what you know. Actually, yung mga share mo, those are wisdom that you only gain through experience. So these are what all the guests are sharing to us. All these wisdom that they gain from their experiences. Now, it's up to you to discern if it's applicable to you or not. Kasi iba-iba tayo eh. We're all unique individuals.
Exactly.
So you have to discern and choose what applies for you. Ganun lang yon, okay? So once again, thank you so much, Joel, for...
it's my pleasure, Brent. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Naalala ko tuloy yung mga the satisfaction that I get from interacting with our students and all those, di ba? Tapos yung just enjoying life and looking at the positive things. All those things, those are simple and yet a lot of people need reminder for those.
Yeah, right.
Di ba? So it's good. Thank you so much, Joel, for reminding us to always have fun and enjoy. I love the energy that you bring.
I always tell my students, just enjoy life kasi it makes everything easy. Sometimes you just forget
mag-focus sa grades. Di lang maka-perfect na iiyak na sila. Like, oh my gosh. Parang back then I was just happy to get a pasang awa. Ito mga gusto talaga nila perfect. Iba na talaga ngayon. The kids of this generation are really different.
Yeah, so
it's good that
it's really up to us to adjust for it talaga.
And it's really good that we have teachers or people like Joel who really are very supportive and going to their level and meeting them there. To know their needs. Yeah, mga former students ko na hindi natakot. Yung mga may nakuha sa akin at the end of the term.
Of course.
Alright. So that's it. Thank you so much, Joel. And
my pleasure, Brent. Thank you.
For the care packages. And for those who are watching and those who are going to watch the replay, join kayo hanggang basta Thursday morning, 9 a.m. I'll do the draw. So we'll pick 3 lucky winners of the Johnson and Johnson's care package. Care of course, this beautiful couple that we have here.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So thank you so much everyone for tuning in. And hi Dolly, hi Denise. Nandito mga humabol. But
Hello.
wala naman question, so it's okay. All right, God bless everyone. Thank you for
Bless you too.
tuning in. All right. So let's just go stop the live stream. Thanks everyone. God bless.
Thank you.
Goodbye.